Sorry about that. I am late. We are working on Hodag yet again. I was need basically I'm changing up the drop. Mostly I'm changing up the drive. I am essentially changing the rear tires. Actually, I didn't change it in this assembly. I'm gonna end up having to replace that later. Actually, I think I could probably replace this now. Basically, I'm changing the wheels because how it is now, like there's a lot more rubber on these back wheels than there really needs to be. The front wheels could be changed a little bit too. I'm essentially changing the pulley on it, and it's gonna barely change the distance. It should work. Looks like we got the gangs all here. We got our regulars. I already changed the hole in the front to make it a little bit tighter. Actually, I could probably move that hole deeper too, because that might help a little bit, because we definitely got a lot more room. I think also just making that front hole deeper would probably change a lot. Now that I'm thinking about that, and actually before we get into that, I'm going to try some different music. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Let me know if you recognize the soundtrack. Oh, we got the Texas Roadhouse Gang. Okay. It was like the last cut extrude. Or not, it was one of the later ones. Nope. Really? Or no? That one. Yeah, because I think also just making this whole, like, maybe like 3mm tent, because like we have a lot of, we could go a lot further in pretty much. Roughhouse immediately clocked it. I realized it was only going in like set like like a quarter of an inch. So even probably making this deeper might help. The 3mm that way. I don't know. I just put on the Undertale soundtrack because a lot of video game soundtracks don't necessarily do the copyright thing, and I liked it. And for a lot of these streams, I just try to get something that's like a lot of music. So then we can make this one 3mm shorter. .8, ironically. Let's do it at 3 because we don't need it that tight. Okay, because yeah, that way we're essentially moving the rails further into the front too. I think I'm going to do that on top of threading the front ones. Yeah, I knew that. I just turned on the like Undertale OST. I've done other soundtracks, but the Witcher one I ended up getting they like got flagged, so I ended up not using that one. I'm currently not really making money right now on it, so. Although I did end up getting like the first level of monetization. We'll see if I end up doing anything with that anytime soon. But okay, where are we at? We need. So basically, I need to save this as the new wheel. File save as new. I'm calling it Hodag V or V4, but if I'm being honest, it's I'm making relatively small changes, and I realized I didn't actually check to see like the bearings I got, because this is what I'm going to be working on next. Because this is going to use the same pulley, this rear wheel. I was originally going to make bigger changes because I was going to change the, what is essentially the, what am I trying to say? Because I was going to change the, I don't know if I made this big enough, because I was like, 2.4. Because I was doing some weird stuff to try to make it fit. But yeah, I'm mostly just changing how this is going to end up being printed, because I was using too much. I want to basically save weight on the wheels, because the current wheels are a lot of urethane. How it is now, this is an old wheel, but the only thing that's changed is the material. And you can tell that, like, that's basically all urethane, and then I used gyroid infill for that part. And I want to basically have it be more of 3D printed material and less urethane. Not that I'm really running out of urethane that quickly, but I think it'll end up being lighter. So, like, how this is going to end up looking is going to be more obvious once I actually, like, print it out. Because everything else is going to be done in print settings. Oh, interesting. I haven't heard of Tasty Planet. And I've played my share of games, but sounds like an indie game. But I mean, I've definitely played a lot of indie games in my time. I got back into Stardew Valley recently, because that was a game I can play with my girlfriend, playing co-op. Even though I haven't played it since they added all like the Ginger Island and late game stuff. We'll see. I don't know are the set screws the same holes? Because I know originally I was going to change the shafts, but I don't know if I'll do that. But the set screws have been working fine once I started using Loctite on them, but I don't know. I may change it. I don't know if I have to redesign around it, because let me see if I have the files. Because I know what the clamp... Oh, we'll try this one, because 4mm. I just want to... I'll check to see if it's the same. Oh, I've played FTL. It's a pretty good game. I don't remember the soundtrack off the top of my head. Oh, it does that sometimes. It like has a pop-up window, but has the window behind the window. I'm just gonna save this. It's kind of funny how my combat robots folder compared to all my other like 3D file folders are like night and day difference. I just want to do a comparison. I want to see if I can just quick if I'd have to make any changes if I were to use the clamp hub. If it's like the same, because I think these holes are slightly different, which would be really sad. They're like just barely different, I think. Oh, never mind. Now I remember. I think the problem is that with this, I would like scaled the wheel for a bit. So I have to make everything like 0.5 bigger. Or I have to make everything on... I didn't make everything on this... I didn't get around to making everything 5% bigger. It should be like times 1.05, I think. Which I think is just supposed to be 9. So I realized, yeah. Oh yeah, it should just be a plug and play solution. Okay, that might change things. We'll see. I don't make money, so if he strikes it, it's not gonna hurt me much. But I would rather, these don't get that many views, so I like to do them in like these CAD streams. So like if I get, because I'm not monetized anyway, so I'm not like super worried about it. Since I like to sell, so I'm experimenting with different soundtracks just while I don't have anything to lose, I guess. There's some. I do have to change the where that fits into then. Is it a boss extrude that I did it with? You have to make the. Oh yeah, this is gonna have to be slightly bigger. Weirdly enough, okay, there we go. Yeah, I need to make it slightly bigger. Okay. Yeah, okay, that should fit pretty well. Now we gotta move on to this one. Okay. I was double checking something. Order history? Because there's bearings I bought for this that I ideally want to have. Believe the... No, I think... Oh yeah, quarter inch shaft. What size is this? Okay, I think what I want to do is essentially I want to fill in this part. Okay. A new sketch. For this one, we're basically making it into a wheel. In a model train game. Wow. Co-radio. You don't know that. You would be surprised at how the Neuro 3 divided by 8 inches. We're just gonna round that up to 9.6 just to make our lives easier. I was realizing if I end up using a bearing on this, it might end up being prudent to no, we're gonna go up to surface. No, maybe that's not the right face. We want whatever. That? No, that's not gonna quite work. That was a weird position where we have like multiple things we need to. Trying to think of a good way to do this. Am I gonna have to do more than one? I'm gonna have to do more than one layer. thing, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Rolling line. I'm not even sure what my top 3 on Steam is. I'm pretty sure 7 Days to Die is like up there. I'm like afraid to look at it because it's probably going to be something weird. Because there's like a lot of games I've spent a lot of time playing, but aren't my big ones on Steam. Convert this one, even though it doesn't matter actually. I think that works. That's fine. Okay, now we're not gonna have weird voids. They didn't give me a good... No, they didn't give me a convenient plane. I can't just right plane it. Okay. Now we gotta do essentially the same thing on this side. Basically fill this in. This is how you get away with not designing pulleys. You just steal a McMaster car pulley and then make it a 3D printed thing. The pro tip. Nope, we do not want to cut. Not yet. Nope. Prevent weird voids. Wait, no. What? That didn't do anything. Oh, it's because... Ah, I see why. Because that outer circle is on something weird. It wasn't on the right. I did pick the wrong edge. I meant to pick this one. Because I made it co-radial with the wrong part. I should fix it. There we go. Transport fever. Yeah, train games feel... I feel like the bot builder to train game pipeline is like a... Like, it's just the same... A lot of the same people. I have no clue what any of what you just said means. Now we actually want to go there. There we go. Build that in. Actually, wait, did I pick the surface? I don't think that was the right surface. Oh, whatever. That'll be fine. It'll work itself out. Okay, now in order to turn this into the wheel, I'm going to... Wait, no. I also fucked up. Because I only have one hole. Because we don't want to fill in the middle. There we go. I think the smart thing to do, instead of trying to fill around this part, is to just cut it off. That way, because otherwise I'm going to accidentally do something that creates a void or like some weird shit. Actually, nope. Cancel. Cancel. Okay, sketch on this plane. Move through all. Other direction. And then this is when we end up making our 3/8 inch hole. It's a specific, is there any specific feature that I like seeing in a beetle weight cage? I mean, I feel like there's like I don't have like as specific like features other than like being, I think 8x8 or larger like is like ideal, because once you get smaller than 8x8 it gets kind of weird. Trying to think as far as like features, I don't know. I feel like what the kick plates, I feel like kick plate material is kind of important, because wood a lot of times ends up, you have entirely too many robots getting stuck. I know NHL recently started using UHMW kick plates, which is an interesting choice. It seemed to work a lot better in the last event they did, UHMW. But then I know steel has worked out pretty well for a lot of event organizers. I don't know. I've been to events with metal floors, and I'm not a huge fan. Ooh, that is a. This is the full wheel. I'm gonna make that construction, because that way we can do. Because that's not gonna be part of the final geometry. This is turning out a little bit better than I thought it would, actually. Because last I was worried that we'd have like a lot less room to work with. 39.5, that leaves the 36 about 3 millimeters. That's not 3 millimeters. No, 34. So a little over 2 on each side. So no, I think 30 is probably where we're looking at. Oh, I didn't actually. I didn't actually. I have to double check what the width of our other wheels are. Oh, it is 10 millimeters. I think what it wasn't UHMW kick plates. I think it was wood with UHMW on the outside is specifically what they did. It ends up being a lot lighter. It like because NHL had wood with UHMW on the outside. Although I feel like that would get expensive pretty quick, so I'm not sure if I'd necessarily recommend that. It's weird. The perspective makes the hole look so much smaller on this side. I kind of like this. And then I'm trying to remember how I did the. I think I'm all actually done with this wheel. It's not as big. Because I think I want to not merge the result this time. And then I make this part black, is what I did last time to differentiate it. Even though Oh, have they? There we go. We'll close that out. We'll switch if that comes to it. Yeah, we'll worry about that when I'm purchasing stuff. Then we need to replace this. It's kind of funny how much often I'm playing the placing this wheel. Really? Just leave it like that. Adjust some of these mates. Yeah. Yeah, this is all fucked up. Okay, so that's better. Oh, you've got to be fucking joking me? Okay. Now I gotta fix the mates. Okay. Really? Are you really playing this fuck? No, you know I didn't want parallel. You motherfucker. What are you doing, SolidWorks? What is this mate? What are the mates on this rear wheel assembly anyways? Tangent to the floor. I think floor is created by... Okay, what the hell even is the floor? Let's figure that out. What did I do with the goddamn floor? Oh, I see what's going on. That's how I originally mated it. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that mate. Because that is not how we're currently made. Okay. Do this as a distance mate, maybe? Even though it is... What the fuck? That's not what I did. Or... Okay, that's basically where that's at. 3 maybe? Because that's currently... I pretty much have that going as far over as I can. And this one is missing the axis. Okay, so I changed. Okay, so I realized I now have the motor drive. Okay, so now I have the motor driving the width of the robot. Oh, you've got to be fucking. Oh wait, no, it's hidden. I was about to lose. I was about to crash out for a second. This was just transparent. Okay. So far, so good. What? No, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh God. Okay, I need to create an axis on this. I realize without the floor as the defining factor. Okay. Okay, so we're going to change how this is defined. We're going to edit this. No, we're not going to do that, I guess. It's off by like a fraction of a millimeter. That's the annoying part. Like I know it is. Okay, this is, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I think I know what to do. Excited to see me. Oh yeah, I didn't realize there was Beetle 8 Ampere yet. I haven't been as active this year as last year, at least the last couple months in the MRCA. Oh, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to create reference geometry. Do a tangent. Make it parallel to the top plane, I guess, just to make it good. Okay. And then we'll have the yes. Well, it does. SolidWorks is not like how I use SolidWorks is the problem. Let me add my geometry. I did it real well. Where's my plain SolidWorks? Yeah, save anyway. I know. Oh my God. I don't know what example bullshit is missing. Okay. This is the right... Oh, I never actually replaced this. That's why. We're going to replace it, though. For some reason, I thought I did. It should fix everything. Or it should... Not everything, but it'll fix a lot of things. Okay, now this plane exists. We want that to be parallel to the top plane. There we go. This should be better. And we want this to be tangent to that plane that I just created. Oh my God, this... Oh God. Well, if he depends on how, if I like send him a step file and he opens it that way, you wouldn't see as many all the errors. I don't know. I think he would realize how cursed this cat is, though. I don't know. Like, yeah, I feel like it opening up my CAD, he would have opinions. Okay, so I need to add a distance mate between their two. Why did I think I could have swore there was a? Am I insane? I could have swore I had a. Is it in the wheel itself? Oh, I didn't realize the axis was in the wheel itself. Okay, I thought it was in the assembly. Axis to axis. Distance. Put in my calculated number. Okay, that actually brings it closer, weirdly enough. I don't know why. I thought, oh yeah, it does make sense. It's a bigger pulley. It should bring it closer. Okay, that makes sense. And then this. Oh no, that's right. This was mated to that, I think. What? Wait. Oh no, it was this! This is... Okay. Oh no. Well, I definitely don't want to send him out of date CAD. That would not be helpful. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. I'm trying to remember what my references were. Because this feels like this was a, what was this coincident to? I'm going to convert that in order to make it for construction. What is this music? Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way. There we go. Okay, that should fix that. Although now that I feel like I pushed this back far enough. Oh my gosh. What's it called? Chill. I don't know. It's called chill. Okay. Or whatever was before chill, because honestly, it's the next one. Okay. I think that. Okay, that's one less error. What the hell? Why is this suppressed? God. So what the hell? Why is this over here? This is what? We're just ignoring my mates now. Okay. Why can't what? You're not where you're even supposed to be. What do you mean? Oh, this is not even the right mate. That's why. Well, oh, because I think I did it differently this time. Okay, fuck you. Why would you do that? Why would you think that's what I wanted to do? Also, why? This drive spacer does not have that many. That make what? How are those conflicting? I'm gonna crash out. Why? Why isn't it possible? Oh, it's because it doesn't recognize this new face. That's why. That's why it's mad at me. Confused. Okay. Why isn't it possible? I feel like that meme, I feel like sums up my experience with SolidWorks. Why? Why isn't it possible? Okay, we did that. Okay, that's a few less errors. Yeah, I know. I get it. I don't know why that step's not nowhere to be found. It's just something about the screws it's missing. Okay. Maybe we should reduce. Oh my god. You know what, we're just gonna suppress this. Okay. How the fuck could this possibly be an error? What is it angry about now? Now I'm like, I broke the front. Oh yeah, it's because I. Oh, because it's mad because no longer tangent to that wheel. That's why everything's broken. No, I didn't want to get rid of it. What? Oh, I realize this wheel is much lower. I realize the problem now. Okay, we need to change. We're not done yet. No, it shouldn't. Wait, it shouldn't be lower. It should be the same height. Or unless did I make the whole? Unless I made the. I don't think I made the whole robot. Sorry, I'm like having to check my notes. It should be basically the same height. I'm confused. Why are you mad at me? It should be about the same height. Because I did this basically, because this should have moved. Yeah, because the wheel is bigger, but it should be the same height because the bottom of the wheel is at the same bottom. Like it's defined by the bottom. Also, I'm surprised this isn't up higher because. Yeah, because everything that looks normal. And the wheel is higher, which is what we expected. The wheel is higher up. Because it is a bigger wheel. Oh my god, Okay, so oh shit. I realize, I mean, we're gonna have to get new sides anyways, but this does make the old sides no longer useful. Which also means more importantly, okay, I'm gonna have to change these sides. Somewhere along the line, okay, I'm gonna have to fix everything that's broken. What could you possibly be upset about? It's probably something I didn't even change. Yes. Oh, of course. Yeah. Why? I didn't change that. Why are you upset with me about something I didn't change? What? Oh, on edge. Okay. I'll crash out. I did not even change that, and it's getting angry at me with something I didn't even change. I guess we'll have to ignore that one because it's just hallucinating. Like, yeah. You know, real jerk SolidWorks. Okay. Okay, what could this possibly be? Oh, it's the... What? Where's the error? I'm... Oh my god. Why do you even bother? If you're just gonna hallucinate errors, why do you gotta tell me every 2 seconds, okay? Not that. We're just hallucinating errors, okay? It's fine. I don't see a single yellow thing. It's never gonna actually stop and showing me again. Why isn't it this should be an error and it's not showing an error. Oh, no, it's the error is there. Okay. So this one I expected there to be an error, so it's this one. Okay. Okay, this one there should be an error. Okay. There it is. That one I expected. That's where there should have been an error, but the other one there was not. I don't understand what the error is. Oh, it's this one. There it is. This song, I just realized how, because I haven't played Undertale, but I just realized how much I've heard this song. Another medium, by the way, in case you're... That part, or unless that's sampled from somewhere, that it's used a lot, but I feel like I've heard that a lot. Where have I heard that? Who is either sampling Undertale or Undertale sampled? Like, I feel like I've probably heard it on like YouTube or something. Oh, so we're just making flying. Okay. This one. So we're gonna fix as many errors as we can so SolidWorks won't yell at me every 12 seconds. Oh, so we're still gonna... Okay. Oh, now you're making me remember what surface I did it up to. Was this... Oh my God. SolidWorks loves to play games. SolidWorks hates me. They hate to see me come in. Okay. Okay. Again, I didn't change that. Okay. 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 We fixed the front. It's a good thing I plan on... Okay. I'm gonna rebuild. I don't even want to fix the back, because the back I'm not even changing. No, I think I'm changing it slightly, but barely. Okay. Again, you're mad that I changed the back. Or I changed the middle. I don't even know even remember what I changed about it. But now it's undefined. Or it's not fully defined. Oh no, we got more cursed. We have more cursed names from Rough House Robotics. What has he came up with? Oh my God, now we're just... I fixed it. And you were trying to... Oh my gosh. Don't tell me I didn't fix it. Making stuff up to be upset about. It didn't even change the dimension because I didn't change anything. But yeah, let me hear your cursed robot names. Okay. Of robots you'll never make. Okay. Oh my God. What could you possibly upset about? The right plane is still there. Just gonna do that, make sure it's not. Really? Really? This doesn't even matter. But that's coincidence. Oh, it does matter apparently. Oh my God. Fresh out. What the hell did I make? Oh, I know what I made a coincidence too. Just give me the right one of these. Here we go. Landlord Special. Acme Bad to the Bone. Big Steppa. Brognigan. And Mouse Catool are the new innovative and are my new innovative going to unused combat robots. Need actual robots. There's no use having a name for a robot that doesn't exist. I need to, speaking of robot names, I need to make, oh my gosh, they really, I need to make, I realize there's not a Mothman robot yet, and as Team Cryptid Robotics, I need to make a Mothman robot. I may have to have what my idea was for basically Wendigo, it might end up being Mothman because I feel like a Mothman is a way better like popular name. Quit playing games with my heart. With my heart. I have to, yeah, I need to make, I need to actually have the hobby weight exist, which I feel like the earliest in which I would be able to do that. Oh my God. We're doing this. We're doing the, oh yeah, we have an error on your, we're not going to tell you which one. It's like, we have an error on, it's probably this one of these or something. There we go. I knew it was like one of those. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. That could. How the hell? What? How is what? It's the center of its. Oh my gosh! No, I think the Oh, I think the problem is these fillets need to be moved down. Oh, what? Okay, no. What? Stop. There we go. Oh my God, really? Oh yeah, it's because it's not, it's because it's the center is where the, because where the, yeah. I gotta move everything like a fraction of a millimeter to make it work. Highway Hypnosis? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a good name if you're not gonna end up making it. Okay. Okay, what could you possibly be upset about? Okay, I'm trying to figure out. I mean, you don't seem to have a problem, so I don't know why you're upset with me. There's a feature missing. Extrude 7. Extrude 7. Oh, where's cut extrude 8? What the problem is? They're all there. I don't. Because we have this one. We have that. What do you mean you couldn't find it? Then just find it. I don't know what you want from me. It's there. I clicked. What? You can't. Could not find end, face, or feature. Well, which one couldn't you find? None of them have errors. Fix the errors. What do you mean? You can't find it. Wait a minute. What? I'm trying to figure out why it's giving me errors. Propagate full video image. No. Why are we being dumb, SolidWorks? Why do you do this to me, SolidWorks? It's there. What do you mean you can't find it? Which one can't you find? Okay, we're gonna do it one at a time, I guess, because apparently SolidWorks can't handle. Okay. So you found that one. Did we find this one? Okay, you found that one. What do you mean you can't find it? It's right there. I'm gonna crash out. You're lying to me. You're just making stuff up. Fine. Since apparently SolidWorks is made by people that graduated at the bottom of the class, I have to do this manually. Because why wouldn't I? Actually, no. Before I do this, now I gotta do it. I gotta actually do. Yeah, stop it. Shut up. Okay, no, of course. Well, let's do it. No, we gotta do it after the mirror, I think. Okay, we'll do this. Okay. I mean, sometimes I do. It's more like the problem is SolidWorks likes to hallucinate shit and make stuff up. It likes to lie to me. And it complains about stuff that isn't even real. Which is kind of like some women I've dated who like to make stuff up to complain about. Okay, there we go. Ugh, we fixed the back. Oh, I think. Are you just... I have enough going on right now. Okay. It's getting mad to me about the screws. Or it's also mad about the base of the robot. Even though... Oh, we're not done editing. I didn't actually fix everything yet. Probably delete this sketch because it doesn't matter. Now I have to play the... Oh, yeah, I know. Whatever. You're missing an edge. Okay. You're not going to tell me which edge. It's... You're going to make me play Guess Who. Okay, so we're just going to hide that information from me. Okay. What? It just went away on its own. All right, then. I'll crash out SolidWorks. I should probably save. I think I just saved, but it's working, but okay. I think that was all the like regular Hodag things I needed to do. Like the baseline. I think now it's like I want to look at the vert config, see how this is doing. I didn't actually fix all the errors, but it's fine. We're fine. This is fine. Because I realized that a problem I have is I didn't actually end up creating a... Because I still want... I'm going to run this as a separate robot, not as Hodag, for those worried and wondering. I may make... We'll see if I have time for fork changes. I do want to change the forks. It's just... I have, like, multiple priorities going on. Trying to find what I'm trying to make this surface do is insane. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. We're not gonna do it that way. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna make it slightly bigger than we think we need it to be. Gonna make this clear that. We're gonna make this. Figure out how to do. We'll do that to center that and to make it. No, not that. Make that coincident to this. Not quite right. Oh, I see what the problem is. We need to make this parallel to that. Parallel. Okay. Okay, so that could be a little bit. This could be a fair bit out further. Okay. We got that figured out. Not quite sure. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like they added. And I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. What is dictating this arc length? Equal. There should be no equal. I don't remember saying equal. Also, why is this line up? Oh my god. We're just making stuff up. We're making up relations, okay? This should be parallel to that. There we go. And then we need to do I think this we'll do the length of this. I think that I'm giving that a little extra space, that way we can actually no, instead of doing that, I think I'll do an angle. That way we're kind of basically just controlling the distance. Okay, how's that end up matching? That matches up pretty good. Actually, with what we're trying to... Maybe like an extra degree, but... No, one more. Okay, there we go. We got that. I think we wanted a little... Oh, maybe not that big. We'll fix it in post. We'll give us a sec. Give me some... maybe not that much. Yeah. It's always never likes to show the part that I'm actually. Oh my god! You like to? Why are you playing games? Not what I'm working on. Not the second front. We're working. Whoops! That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to change. Yeah. Stop. Not quite there. Oh, is he? I think we want to make this smaller. I realize how little material I left to myself. That'll be interesting to see what he comes up with. Oh, not that fillet. Okay. And we need some small fillets. Yeah, we'll see if we'll see what happens first, Vector video or GTA 6. Oh, that feels almost too big. I know, but that should be... Okay, maybe a little bit. Maybe we can get away with a little smaller. Oh, of course. Gotta have your priorities straight. Oh my god, we're just making... Oh. Solid... Oh, there we go. Oh, I see what the problem is. I did it before the mirror. There we go. Okay, now we have to see how this F's up my... little bit of armor there. Yeah, basically, of course, gets in the way of that. Okay. I'm gonna do the... We want to convert entities is how we want to do this. For those entities... I was expecting to trim it, not extend it, I guess, but it is what it is, I guess. Nope, stop that. We're not ready yet. That, extend, make that collinear with that. Coming off there. And we are going to cut. Also, I'm realizing I didn't make any room in the top plate for the wires to come in either. So that's also a thing. Guess okay, now you're just being nasty with me. Yeah, just no. Okay. Tangent. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Wolf. Oh god. Okay, now I'm trying to like. Sorry, I'm like locked in. Trying. Oh my god, SolidWorks. What the hell's wrong with you? This is like a piece of abstract art. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We want to make that perpendicular to that. There we go. That. We're getting there. We're fixing it. I don't even know what you're talking. I don't even know about Delta Room brain rot. Okay, weird. Okay, we're almost there. We're so close to greatness. That is okay. That feels like malicious compliance, SolidWorks. Okay. Okay, so we're almost there. We're almost to where do we want to be. And we're going to just make this. Now we're going to mirror that, because let's be honest. That way we don't have to worry about orientation. Then we got to trim. Oh god, there we go. Why you do this to me? Looks kind of hideous, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, now that we did that, honestly, I think we just need to give it a couple more millimeters. Maybe like more than that. Okay, that should just be fine. Maybe we could actually add a fillet there now, because now that we're no longer right up against that. Okay. Yeah, I'm too old for literal brain rot, or like the brain rot content. Okay, we're gonna save after all that. Suppress that. Okay, we have to unsuppress that. Okay. Okay. Okay, now that we actually have that, we made the fixes I need. I haven't even started assembling it, but I figured we'd those changes anyways. Okay. Now I have to fix the front. We're gonna like run out of time. I may have to work on the new front configurations at different time. Okay. Why are we making stuff up to be... What? Also, I realized this is suddenly a lot thicker than it's supposed to be. Oh, I think it's because I made like a just a different config and it didn't like what I did. I want to see something real quick. I'm trying to think, because now we're circling back to the actual front of the robot. I'm debating what I want to change about it. We're going to have to push this back, but... Because I think we're going to want longer metal forks, so I think I'm going to do like... Because I do want to try... Yeah, I'm trying to remember what, because I'm trying to remember the fork configurations of some actual good robots. Because I'm thinking of having, like, trying out forks and using these outside ones. Actually, no, control that for now. Actually, yeah, we're gonna suppress this for now. Where are my metal forks at? I think I'm gonna do this in a weird way because I know kind of how this. You say inside the wheelbase? Why is that? Why does it specifically have to be inside the wheelbase? Because I realize, like, this would be, if I put it right here, that would be, like, right and just barely outside the, that would be, like, on the edge of where the wheelbase is if I put it right there. Would this be too far out then? OBS disconnected. Oh, are we? Oh, this is bad. We should be back. I think I lost you for... Yeah, I was looking at pipeline punches. Because, like, his older wheelbase... This is pretty close... Nope, I didn't want to look at that. Yeah, because it seems like in line with his wheels, pretty much. Because I have seen more robots, well, like that one, like the more wide forks. Turbo Fiend, I guess, is another example, like way out there. It's like a lot of them are basically in line with their outside wheels, or the outside forks are with those wheels. And I think, I feel like this is not far enough. I feel like this should be fine. I guess we'd find out, but I guess another example is we got Fragment X, I believe. Okay, apparently we have the smallest picture. But yeah, that's like right in line with those wheels. I mean, I guess it... I think we're going to try it out on these, basically. And I think I do want longer forks. Yeah, it's definitely not a reach vert, but I think I do want to try moving them to the outside. So it's harder for them to get away from me. And maybe try with slightly longer forks. If we like, we're just gonna convert, boom, boom, convert that. Basically what I'm doing is I'm building the same fork off of this same base. That way I'm not like changing anything that's already working. Is that horizontal? I don't know if that's actually horizontal. I don't think that's actually. Oh, it is. I guess it was horizontal. I don't think this was supposed to be horizontal is the problem. Maybe this should not be horizontal. This should be slightly tilt. This should angled slightly downward. Not much downward. I think we're also still going to do the little hooky thing. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember how I did that. Before we go do that, I'm going to double check how I did this one. Oh yeah, I basically did a... Oh yeah, because I had a weird, like, arc thing. We're just going to pretend like I didn't do... Nope. Not what I wanted to do. It's supposed to be tangent to that, I think. That's probably why it's all checked up. Oh yeah, it was like a 5 degrees off of vertical. Okay, let's... No, we didn't want to do that. I think we want this collinear with that actually. What was this angle? Oh, that's definitely a 30-degree angle if I ever seen one, I think. No, it's not. It was steeper than that. Oh yeah, 25, I believe. Make that equal. So I think it worked the way it was. Okay, so I think... I'm gonna do that, and then there. I think we're just gonna go a little bit longer on the forks. I don't think I want to do anything too dramatic. I don't even know what you mean by copy pasted it onto the wheel guards. I'm trying to think of my own pictures of oh my god, I have like too much going on right now. Or too much going on in my files. Because this is the picture from SEMO. I guess he's got all the... Sorry. All the awards and stuff right there. Actually, yeah, okay. I'm thinking make that not coincident there. No, what the hell? I just said not coincident. We're just gonna delete that whole line then. Because this I basically want to be in line with the top of the robot, I think. I do at the top or the top of the body, I think. Maybe not that. Maybe not. We'll make it parallel with this. Not 180 degree, a dick. Okay, and so yeah, so this, I mean, yeah, I have gotten. Oh, that's maybe because I'm not trying to do it. No, not trying to do a relation. Parallel is fine. Yeah, because this was like 3 millimeters long in the or deep in the other one. Maybe it was this way. Maybe that was that one. Maybe that was the 3 millimeters. What that's supposed to be. $114 maybe. Maybe that. Whoops! I didn't finish the sketch. Once I finish these forks and make them how kind of how I want them. Wait, no, Nate, am I going the wrong direction? No, I'm not going there. I want to feel like it's like basically in line with the top of the robot. Not sure why it feels the need to do that, but... Yeah, I'm not going to make them crazy long, but I feel like the ones I have are pretty short compared to a lot of other bots. Because if we look at... let me see if I can get from the pipeline punch. Right. Because we look at us compared to Pipeline Punch. He has like significantly longer forks than we do. So I feel we're getting outreached by a lot of our opponents. So like we don't need as necessarily as long, but we need to be a little bit longer than where we're at now. And I feel like that's happened with a lot of bots. Struggling right now. I honestly do not know what robots the Gourd guy has made. I don't really know that guy. I know he's like an MRCA guy, I just don't know. Oh, I think it's the it's the Rose Holman. It's the Rose Holman team, I think. That's what it is. So that might be why we don't necessarily know who they are, because it's Rose Holman. It's not like a single guy. That's right, because I remember I saw the Ampere, what's his name, the Ampere guy, on the team when I was watching on NHL. There we go. We got that going. How big do we want this? I mean, we want it basically the same as the other one, because I don't think we had problems with the other one. Why fix what ain't broke? Don't need to yell at me for it. To get in line with that, I guess. No, that looks cursed, actually. Honestly, having that to the tangent might make more sense. I don't know. Because once it feels like it's wrapping back around, it looks weird. Rose Holman's fought in plenty of MRC events. What are you talking about? Ian was Rose Holman. I didn't realize this wasn't vertical. Okay. Quarter of an inch. Actually decided to go the right direction. Oh, that feels skinny. don't want some Ozempi forks. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Mostly drive related stuff. Although, and I'm gonna experiment with longer forks. These feel, for how long they are, those feel too skinny. So I'm actually gonna go 3.5 maybe. Means this won't be. It'll be parallel, just not coincident. Make this also 3.5 maybe? Yeah, because that was feeling a bit skinny. Do 2 millimeters and try to do. It made it work somehow. Okay. I don't know. This feels. Why does this feel so nuts? I feel like I think it needs like another, like a truss or something. Like it needs just a little bit more structure. Like if we do one of these. I got 3.5. And then do that maybe partway through. And we just do a little trim. Not sure why that fillet broke. Okay, without making the whole thing like thicker, I feel like that makes it so it's like there's a little bit more structure. It's not going too far. So I think that should work. Hopefully it's not too much weight. Oh, wait, we're missing we gotta get one more fillet in. We almost forgot about one of the most important ones. There we go. Okay, so this should work pretty well. Oh, wrong one. Although, actually, I want to change this by like a degree. Because sometimes the forks came out weird. They came out, I was just making it just a hair less pointy. Because sometimes when I got them laser cut, they weren't that good. Okay. Okay. This should be interesting at least. Hopefully, I think we should save a little bit of weight in the wheels maybe. We'll see. I think this is a because in the front, this is like 26. This part is 30 for the angle. Like this is a 30-degree angle because this is the angle of like the whole front. And this is about 26 or something like that. I'm definitely looking over at Ian's notes and stealing his idea. Because I want to move these forks to the outside is the plan. I'll probably replace these with a different TPU front, but I'm hitting the 2-hour mark, so I think I might call it pretty soon. I might just do that offline because whatever I do to the front, it's probably going to look a lot like what it already looks like. I want to run this vert config. It is back. Okay, so I guess since we're hitting the 2-hour mark, I'm just going to recap what we did. Changing these forks. Basically, I want to move them to the outside and have them be a little bit longer. That way, because we were getting outreached a lot of the times, I'll have to design another TPU front to make sure they don't hit the body too much. I made some tweaks. I'm gonna run this as a separate robot, the vert config, but I won't run it. It's not just gonna be running Hodag with that vert. It doesn't feel right. Changed up the holes in the front where the shaft is. I made it a little bit tighter so I can thread into it. I also made it a little bit deeper in the front and shallower in the back, basically shifting it forward so hopefully it stays in better, because it always come out the front first. I made dramatic changes to this front wheel, essentially making it so now I can have a Delrin bushing. I don't even remember what this made, but I can have a bushing so it'll spin better. And I made it so essentially so there's less urethane on both of these tires so I can save some weight, because the old tires is like this, like a whole bunch of urethane. And so that hopefully they'll be a little bit lighter, and that extra weight hopefully will go into our longer forks. So I'll need completely new fronts. The back should be perfectly fine. That shouldn't matter. These sides will have to be swapped out, which will be kind of annoying. I think I'll want to get UHMW ones. I may end up making another speed weight hole ahead of it in front of this one, since we're kind of since we pushed this wheel, ended up getting pushed back more since a slightly larger diameter and slightly and whatnot. So, and since it's the same belt. I mean, I could definitely see why 20 degrees would be good, but I don't know, Nate, because this does feel really steep, to be honest, but I don't know, we'll see. I may end up having to play with it, because yeah, this is, I'm trying to think of what it looks at a lighter angle. Because currently this is dictated by, not that parallel, this parallel. So I'm going to make this basically a, wait. $13 degrees. I lied. I think this is closer to like, because if I make this like to this, oh no, I lied. It's a 15-degree angle, not at 13. Never mind. Oh, it's a 15-degree angle, not. I don't know where I got 30 from. It's 15 degrees. So that is close to what you said between. That is actually smack dab in what you said of 10 to 20. Never mind. You're right. We don't. Even if you're right, I don't need to change anything. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. I don't even remember what I have scheduled for next week. I'll have to figure that out. So stuff might move around. I pretty sure I want to work on a new ant weight. I think that's what I will actually be doing. If it's not currently on the schedule, I have to move that around. Basically, I want to do an undercutter, I think. I want to do an undercutter. I don't know. I want to do another tangent drive ant that actually has an active weapon that isn't Skunk Ape. But I'll be working on that next week. And yeah, it'll be a lot of CAD streams for a bit until I find another good idea for a video. I don't think I'll end up competing until like mid-July, where I'll be competing at their SEMO event in Peoria. The robot I made for my mom will be competing there, as well as Hodag. Or not Hodag, but this vert config of Hodag that'll be called Beast of Bray Road. We'll see if I have the new fork config by then, but I should really. I'm probably gonna start working on that as soon as I get the Hodag video out, which is almost done. Yeah, I'll see you